their makers gather round. It's time to spread that crafty sound. Paper, ink, stamps and snips, we're rolling up our sleeves. Come get your tips, from fresh ideas to color so bold. New techniques and stories told. Every card a little piece of art. Let's dive in, let's make a start. New in the studio, Lisa's here. Spark your style, bring some cheer. Stamp it, snip it, let it flow. Watch your creativity grow.
That makes me smile every time. Dave did such a nice job on that song. So welcome to New in the Studio. My name is Lisa Schmid. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. My husband Dave is the amazing behind the scenes man. So today I want to show you a really fun fold, but it's also a fun card, but it's using something that I finally got all the pieces to, and that's Celebratory Sips. I've been waiting for the dies, and so I finally got them, and I'm like, I'm going to use them tonight. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is Cheers and Sips. The whole suite is called Celebratory Sips, but this part is called Cheers and Sips. So you've got, at first, I have to say, at first I was like, well, we don't really drink, and so I'm not really, but then I was like, wait a minute, this could be lemonade, could be anything. So we've got these glasses, we've got some ice, we've got a strawberry, a lemon or a lime or an orange, a raspberry or a blackberry, an olive. There's the stick for the fruit or the olive, cherry. And then we've got, I think that's like mint, and then maybe rosemary or some kind of green, a pretty flower, and obviously that looks like celery to me. I'm pretty sure that's celery. And then the little umbrella, and there's the what do you call it? The part of the umbrella that goes into the drink. And then it says, to you, to us, it's your day, let's celebrate. So there's really fun stamps and sayings, and then cheers, obviously cheers to you. The designer series paper I used the other day, and it also is gorgeous. I just didn't even realize beyond the cups that it had this beautiful paper. And then the back is a little bit more subtle with our timid tiger. This is the other one I used the other day. Oh my gosh, these colors, I just think they're stunning. That blackberry and pretty in pink, or petal pink, and probably, I don't know, the lighter purple. It's just so, so pretty with a green background. This one is kind of funny because I saw this little, picture, and I was like, how did they make that? But they just cut it out of here. And I thought, oh, that's a fun picture too. So lots of fun things that you can cut out of here, just fussy cut out of there. And the back is strawberry slush polka dots. And then there's this one, which if you notice, there's a couple pieces missing. And that's what I'm going to use tonight, because this one coordinates nicely with the dies. And where'd my dies go? They're right here. I literally just had them in my hands. All right, so they coordinate so nicely with the dies. That's just really bizarre.
Right there.
Where? This is something different.
No. Sorry.
That's right. Let me just look one more spot, and it's not there either. Wow. Can you see if I left a die? Oh, here they are, right in front of me. Wow. Wow, right in front of me. So the fun thing about the dies is you can cut out the
Tina, Diana,
cup.
Sandy.
You can cut out the glass. Now I realize we're cutting off the cherry, but you could also cut out the cherry. I cut this one out, and there's also this other, like the wine glass type shape. And there is for the celery, there's for the olive and the fruit and the ice and the pick and everything else. There's everything in here, cherry. And the fun thing is, as I continue to go through the designer series paper, this one has this beautiful dark blackberry bliss and berry burst. Say that 3 times fast. But this fruit you can cut out. So how fun is that? So you can cut out all this little stuff. I love it. All the little greens and just everything in here. You can cut out these pieces, which I just think is kind of hysterical because it's just little pieces. Yeah, don't forget the strawberry right there. So super fun. It's right there in case you're wondering on this big thing, where is it? And then the little blackberries as well. So lots of fun things you can cut out. The cup, which I did use this tonight, also has this texture, which fits right inside there. So I was thinking if we don't carry vellum anymore, but I was thinking vellum would look really fun with that because it would look like a glass. But I did use it on just the one I die cut out of my piece. Okay, and so we've got all that little fun fruit with Secret Sky on the back. And then we've got these fun little ones. I'm just going to show you something fun with this one. I'm actually not using this one tonight, but I want to show you this fun little thing that I thought was very, very cool. So if you take, my blocks are little. If you take, can you just grab me a bigger block, love?
Yep.
Thank you. If you take a block or take one of these and stamp it, pardon? You could stamp it just so it's sitting a little bit above these. So you could have that really cute, the really cute drink. I'm guessing, I didn't try it, but I'm guessing you could do it with these as well. Because some of them seem a little bit wider. And then you could die cut it out with these really fun little pieces of paper. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp 2 of those in black. Thank you, love. I should just leave these over here, huh? Since I feel like Dave's always running to get a block for me. So let's say we want a little glass with this. If you stamp it up a little bit before you die cut it, then you actually are leaving it so it's not all the way to the top of the cup, right? You have a little bit, because if it's to the top of the cup, it's going to spill over, and nobody wants that. And then you could use this one. So the top is squared and the bottom is curved. But this one, let's say we want a glass of lemonade made in the shade with a glass of lemonade. And then we could always die cut that out, both of those, which is just kind of fun. I think it's a cute way to use this background, and this one too, like that. So kind of a fun way to use this background, I think. The other way you could use it is to have a different cup on top of these, or lots of different ways you could use that background. And that has cloud cover on the back. All right, I'm super excited. I got to put this stamp away because you know what happens when you don't put stamps away. They stick to something and then you never find them again because they're stuck to something and they're clear.
Or you find them in the back of your car tucked away in a corner.
So Dave recently was like, I think you have a stamp back there on a block. I was like, okay, well, what is it?
And a marker.
Oh, and a marker. That's right. And a marker. And I pulled it out and it was Merry Christmas. So who knows how long? Well, we do know how long it's been sitting there, right? All right. I'm going to start with Strawberry Slush. So it's our standard quarter sheet. So it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I pre-cut these are 3/4 of an inch that I'm going to stick on the sides here. And you just you wait, because this is just the cutest, fun card. I'm super excited about it. And this goes edge to edge, and I'm going to leave a little border on the edge, but I did cut them at 4 1/4, so they should go. One of them's a little bit shorter, but I think it's fine. So they should go just pretty close to that edge. We'll leave a little border there. There we go. So that's what we're going to start with. And then this is 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. I'm going to double check my measurements, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yep, 8 1/2 by 4 1/4. And then obviously it's scored at 4 1/4. So when I'm done, it's 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. This is going to sit right in here, but we're not going to put it in there yet because we have something special to put on top of it. We have, using these, what are these? The arched everyday arches. I just love these. It took me a long time to get them, and now I'm obsessed. I really like them. So I die cut out, these are the 2 I used, and I die cut out this bigger one. So this is the 4th one in. I die cut out this, and then I scored it just a little bit because this is going to sit behind this because it's going to be a little flat like that. So I'm going to attach this on to here like this. Just get that on all the way down. Okay, so that is my little fun fold, and I definitely want to use this to get it nice and creased so it sort of stays shut. All right, So I don't know if you can see where this is going, but so this is going to open, and then this is going to open, just like that. Now underneath here, I want to put one more little one. So I die cut the next size down. But when you put it in here, put it right up next to the edge, it shows. Well, I don't want that. So we're going to trim that just a little bit. Trim off the end a tiny bit. About that much. We'll see if that works. And if not, we'll trim a little bit more. So this piece is going to go. So this is what we're working with right now. So I'm just going to set that aside for a moment, because this is going to go right to the edge of this card, because when you close that, then when you open it, you have a little surprise underneath because it's got another layer. So let's stick that on, and then we'll start decorating this one. So I'm going to stick that. Oh, I guess I should do it this way so I can see where I'm going, right to the very edge of that. Okay, so you see what's happening here? This is going open, this is going open. It's going to be so cute. All right, I'm going to stick these away, but everyday arches are stunning. Love them, love them, love them. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and decorate the front of this, and I am going to put on, like I said, I die cut out one of, excuse me, one of those, hang on, I think I forgot something. I did forget something. I'm going to peel this up. And I was like, wait a minute, I forgot. I'm going to put a background paper on here. Not a problem. Boom. I mean, I have to do it every time, right? If I don't peel something up, pretty much. There is something called undo, which works really well if it's super stuck. Let's see which way we want this to go. So I cut this at 4x4 so that it fits right in there. Now we're going to stick this. But before I stick it, I just want to make sure. I need to cut it a little bit more. I guess I could go all the way to the edge. Yeah, I'm going to cut it a little bit more so I can line it up with the designer series paper. So we'll just trim that. I have something in my throat. A touch more. And I have a drink here. Thank you so much. I have several drinks right here. All right. Oops, I just said I wanted to line it up on the designer series paper, and then I went ahead and put it there. There we go. All right, so now, yep, that still covers it. That's what I want to do. On this front cover, we are going to put my little glass of lemonade, and we're going to stamp. I'm just going to burnish this some more. I really want it to stay closed. So we're going to stamp a lemon, because on the designer series paper, there is a lemon wedge up in this corner, which you can see a little piece of it. But when I die cut it out, I die cut off the lemon. That's okay, because I have a stamp that I can do a lemon. And I'm using Darling Duckling. I did die cut my little circle already. I usually stamp and then die cut. You don't usually die cut and then stamp, but I don't like to die cut on screen, so I'd rather just see if I can get it pretty close. And I'm going to cut a wedge out of it, so if something's off, it's off, but it's not. It's fine. All right, so we've got our little lemon, and I think I'm going to actually just cut it. All right, I'm going to get a sip of something here. Dave, you want to talk for just a second, because my throat is scratchy.
Sure. How's everyone doing tonight? You know, I will say that one of the things that we've been promoting a lot lately is our Cookie Weekend at the Refuge. Cookie Weekend is the first weekend in December. You get to come. You will get lots of crafting time. Don't worry. You get all the comforts of staying at the Refuge. You get all of your meals provided, as always. Plenty of crafting time, but we will be making cookies together. We will make 6 different kinds of cookies over the course of the weekend. Plus, you'll learn how to decorate sugar cookies from the master cookie decorator herself, Lisa. So go to thestamperstudio.com, click on hosted weekends.
Thanks, love.
And Cookie Weekend is listed as one of those. So
okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Thank you. I just cut a little wedge in here.
Hey, Patty.
I just cut a piece so I can make it look like it's actually, in the glass. And before I stick that on, I have to show you, because my words, now I could use the words right out of this stamp set. I could use the word. Just breathe for a second. Here it is. I could use the words to you, to us, it's your day, let's celebrate. We certainly could use those. They're a little small. They're small, which is kind of fun. Or you could do cheers and then put that on the inside. But I want to show you something else. So I'm going to set this aside so I can show you this amazing stamp set. It's called More Messages, and it's got all of these messages. Hi there, time to celebrate. Oh, happy day, hooray, you're simply incredible. Miss you, forever friends, good luck. Thanks a lot, congratulations. Happy birthday, I adore you. You're the best. You can do anything. Way to go. Okay, come on. How many sentiments are on here? I don't know, but you can count. Here's the great part with this, is it comes with, you can get it with a die to cut out all of those. So that's what we're going to do. And I know inside it's a little bit bigger, so it's going to fit perfectly on it's going to fit perfectly on here. And then I'll have all these messages that I can just set aside and use for whatever I want. All right, so I'm going to stamp those. I think I'm just going to stamp them in black because that's a pretty basic color. And then we'll die cut them out. I brought my Big Shot over here. All right, so let's get some black ink on here. What do you think? I mean, I was like, come on, that's so fun. All these sentiments. And then I thought, oh, you could stamp them in different colors, and then you could just kind of look through and be like, oh, I'll use this one. Oh, I'll use that one. I just want to make sure I get them all really well inked. I probably need to re-ink this pad is what I'm noticing. But, all right. So, good. Here we go. Let's stamp this big, let's say this bad boy. Let's stamp this big thing. I'm just going to stamp it right there. Push on it. Make sure I get all my edges in the middle. Ready? Ta-da! Ooh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I am going to, we're going to die cut this out. So I have my, like I said, I have my Big Shot. Whew. And this would not fit in the mini. So, and sometimes I use this other pad. So for no particular reason, it's magnetic. It's not a Stampin' Up! Product, so I didn't mean to bring it over, but sometimes I do because it works. All right, so I'm going to layer that. Let's get those just the way we want them. Oh, happy days a little bit out, just a note. Okay, I think I have to raise this side just a titch. There we go. All right, ready? Squish the bug.
Squish the bug.
I don't know. That's the way I kill spiders. I hover above them and then get them. All right. So now we have all these fun little tags, or sentiments, I should say, because they're all, look at that. It's like, you know, you see people throwing up money. I'm throwing up tags. So fun. So that is called More Messages, and it's an online exclusive, so it's not in the catalog, but it sure does give us a lot of options. So I was thinking, I got to look back at the, let's look at this. For our card here, we are going to use, I was thinking Time to Celebrate. Time to Celebrate, this one. And I'm going to put a little bit of ribbon around this just to jazz it up a little bit, because I'm just using the one glass. What were you going to say, Liv?
Well, I was going to say, you know, I always think it's a good idea to get the bundle, but this is one you have to get.
Why would you get one?
Yeah. Why would you get the stamps without the dies? Because it does so much of the work for you.
Well, and some people cut apart all the words. I personally would not do that, because I really like, that's part of the ideal of it, is that
you can cut so much at once.
Yes.
Have them stacked away so when you make cards, you're ready for any occasion.
Exactly. That's what I think. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. And then we've got this little Time to Celebrate that I thought maybe we could put right there and hang off, or maybe just down here. All right. I'm going to pop up the lemonade. Get some dimensionals here. Here they are. Oh, these are itty bitties. That's okay. I'll use the edge. Oh, here they are. This one came in a kit, in case you're wondering, why is that so big? because it came in a kit, a Stampin' kit. So kit just came with a big one. All right, here we go. Let's put this on. Then we'll stick on our orange, lemon. It's not an orange, but we got to decide where this is going to go. I'm going to put it on this side somewhere. Time to celebrate. And our little lemon, we'll stick a little die behind, or a dimensional behind that so it stays popped up. Come on, look how cute it is. I want it a little bit lower because I want that lemon to be on the cardstock. Could be off, but I want it on. So cute. All right. And I am thinking just like right here or right there. I kind of like it coming.
Kind of like the angle.
Me too. So I am going to, of course, put some dimension. Everything's popped up on this one. Just the way it is. Sticks well. And I did use this strawberry slush ribbon. I kind of blew right by that. But this is our new in color ribbon. It's got lots. I'm going to move up closer. It's got lots of texture. If I stay still, I think it will focus. Maybe. It has lots of texture. And it's just a really fun ribbon. It comes in all our new in colors. So time to celebrate. Time to celebrate. Okay, so there's our cover, so to speak. Then when we open this up, we want to put something else right here. So I've die cut some more of our little cups, our little glasses. I have lots of little pieces here. I'm going to pull them all over. So, and this is the one I did put that texture on it. I don't know if you can really see it. I just thought, oh, I kind of want to see what that looks like. So I'm going to do this one and this one. And I'm going to stamp the little leaves here because we've got a stem, but we don't have the rest of it. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. Stamp the little leaves. And then this one, it actually has a flower, which I don't really want I don't want it to show, but maybe I'll just do it like that. So let's go ahead and stamp.
That's a little random.
Pardon? That's random. We can
Yes.
leave that off. Let's do, I'm going to stamp in Mossy Meadow. Now, again, you don't usually die cut and then stamp, but I'm going to. So, and because it's a clear mount, I can see it. Let's get this the right direction, though. All right, Mossy Meadow. There we go. And when the ink is still wet, if you want to use, when you just have stamped it, if you use Wink of Stella, look at that. It just colors it in a little bit because it really hasn't had a chance to dry yet. I'll lift that up so you can see it. So I just colored it in with that Wink of Stella, a tiny bit.
Nice.
Yeah, because then it's not quite so white, even though it's green.
Tina voted for the angle too on the sentiment.
Yay. Thanks, Tina. Now for sure I know it's good. All right. So we're going to put that lime. I don't really like that lime. I guess it doesn't matter. This is going to go here. You really think that flower is random? Okay.
Yes.
That's okay. I also have a blackberry. Just in case we didn't like, every drink has to have something fun in it. So let's go ahead and stamp a blackberry. Are you laughing?
I am.
It's okay. You can laugh.
Ha.
All right, there's our blackberry. I'm going to do that same thing with that Wink of Stella and just kind of blend in some of this. It's just kind of a cool thing because once it dries, it won't do that. But right now, it did. All right, so we'll just put a little blackberry on that one. And we're almost done. So let's go ahead and stick this one on. How cute is it, though? You guys, are you loving it?
So
I'm
cute.
loving it. I think it's so fun. I'm going to use a little dimensional and pop up my leaves. Just a little one. I think they're a little thinner. I'm not sure, honestly.
By the time Lisa's done, her card is 3 inches thick.
Oh, good. Because you know what? The person who gets it is going to love it. Okay. I don't want that sticking out from the edge. I'm okay. And then this one, I'm going to overlap a little bit.
Hey, Deb.
And you know it. This one, I feel like I got to pop it up. You can't have two just flat things on the inside. That doesn't work. All right. So we're going to put this here. And I think that will still cover. Yep. And my little raspberry. I'm just going to stick right there. Look how cute that is. Even if you don't think it needs something, I think it does.
Go for it.
David Schmid. So I'm going to stick a little raspberry right there, or blackberry, whatever. Okay, how fun is that? So we've got time to celebrate. I'm looking, are there any fun words we want to put inside here? Time to celebrate.
Good
Hooray.
luck.
What?
Hooray.
Hooray. Love it. Perfect. Just going to stick it on the one that's already popped up. Hooray. So this right here could be a darling little card, just like this. Oops, just like this, right? But ours is not just like that. Ours is on top of this. So let's go ahead and stick.
I already forgot.
Yeah, let's go ahead and stick that on. Isn't it adorable?
Very fun.
I think so too. Time to celebrate. We'll get that right on top of that. And then you open this. And then you, hooray, you open this. And that little piece right there that's sticking, I would just take a tissue and the fibers on the tissue are going to pull that up. And I just need, oh, Dave happens to have a tissue right here. Thank you, dear. The tissue just came in this way. Yep. So if you just put some, just run a tissue over it, the fibers actually get it so it doesn't stick. So instead of using a, like something gummy to try to pull off the, all right, pull off the adhesive. All right, so we're going to put that there. And why not? We want to decorate the inside just a little bit because originally I had cut the sides this size. So I'm going to put that across the bottom.
Nice.
Yeah, because I had thought, oh, well, they just need to be a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch. But then I decided they needed to be 3/4 of an inch. So let's just stick that there. Cute little paper.
We have a, that's adorable.
It is. Thank you, Tina. Tina's so complimentary, always. All right. Look how cute. All right. And then, of course, on the inside, what are we going to put? Happy birthday. So I used 3 sentiments from that really fun set. Right? Time to celebrate. Hooray. Happy birthday. Love it. All good with that. Happy. Put it in the middle. Happy birthday. Straight. There we go. Okay. Come on. So super fun because I don't think you realize, and I wonder if you could put like a little Velcro here or something to, I don't know. Anyway, how fun is that? Open it up. Oh, how cute. Oh my gosh, it opens again. That's what I would say if I opened it. Dave, did you have anything?
No, I'm all good.
Okay, I wanted to just show these other cards I made with using the paper. I did not use the Celebratory Sips, but isn't this, come on,
So
it's
cute.
so cute. And I did bring over my little coordinating gems, but I don't think I need to use them. I think I've got plenty going on. Dave's going to nod like, yep, you sure do. So how fun is that? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. If you saw the other day, I used the Designer Series paper from Celebratory Sips and made these 2 super cute cards. It was using the Label Me Grateful, these flowers, but the paper is from the Celebratory Sips. And this one, I thought, I love this one. I think that's just so stunning. So anyway, that's what I have for you. Whoopsie, I just pushed a gem right off. That will not do. Pull that back on there. There you go. Stay. All right. That's what I have for you. Yeah, I was really excited. And then I was thinking, well, could you make cards like this? And could you make it like this? You could do so many things with different shapes of this. It doesn't have to be the arches, but I think the arches look really cool. So, all right, friends. Yeah, I love it too. I look forward to seeing you on Saturday. I've got a really fun, I've got Saturday and Monday. I've already got some fun ideas already planned for those. So I'm looking forward to seeing you then. But until then, have a great week and happy stamping.
Hey there, makers, gather round. It's time to spread that crafty sound. Paper, ink, stamps, and snips. We're rolling up our sleeves. Come get your tips. From fresh ideas to color so bold. New techniques and stories told. Every card a little piece of art. Let's dive in, let's make a start. New in the studio, Lisa's here. Spark your style, bring some cheer. Stamp it, snip it, let it flow. Watch your creativity grow.